Do you know something?
What of them?
On my first day in television, bought a television up in Carlisle, I went to makeup for the first time ever. And this makeup, well, Marie stood behind me and said, "Oh, you've got a really bent nose." and she did dark, for a year, she did dark lines down my nose. It gave me a real complex. Anyway, here's Mr. Good-Looking John Soucek with the headline.
Thank you. Good morning. It's been a night of violence in Northern Ireland ahead of the funeral, which is about to begin, of the murdered solicitor Rosemary Nelson. Police fired plastic bullets after coming under attack from petrol bombers and stone throwers. Nearly 40 police officers were injured. Rod Hull, the comedian famous for his antics with his puppet Emu, has died after an accident at his home in Sussex. He apparently fell off the roof of his house while adjusting his aerial. Rod Hull and his Emu were a firm fixture on comedy shows, the Emu famously always getting the better of his master or anyone else it came into contact with. Foods are to be labelled by law so consumers will know whether there are any genetically modified ingredients in them. Also, all restaurants, cafes, even hot dog stands will have to state whether there are any GM products in the food they serve. That's it for now. Join Julia Somerville and me for the lunchtime news at 12:30. Bye-bye.
Good morning. Detectives investigating a large-scale benefit fraud on Tyneside have charged 3 people. The investigation centred on a post office in the Safeway supermarket in Raby Street, Byker. Police, backed up by staff from the Benefits Agency and Post Office, raided the office last August. A woman clerk's now been charged with stealing benefit books and more than £38,000. Another clerk and a postman have been charged with conspiring to defraud the DSS. Councillors in Newcastle have promised that a popular gay quarter won't be swept away as part of a multi-million-pound redevelopment. Rockshots and the Powerhouse are 2 clubs which were under threat from the scheme.
The Waterloo Street area of Newcastle is widely regarded as the most popular gay quarter in the region. The area's nightclubs attract customers from across the north of England. They're also regarded by the gay community as a safe place to go in the evening. And so concerns were raised when it was revealed the quarter could be under threat from the new West Central route. The multi-million-pound scheme involves building a huge hotel, an underground car park and a new base for the Northern Stage Theatre Group. But to make way for the development, Alfred Wilson House, a 6-storey office block, may have to be knocked down. Inside the building are Rockshots and the Powerhouse, 2 nightclubs which are popular with the gay community. Now, councillors have promised that even if the building is demolished, the clubs will be rehoused within the new development. The council's now planning a meeting with local community groups.
Meanwhile, a fire station, police station and magistrates' court in Newcastle city centre have been declared listed buildings. The complex of buildings in Pilgrim Street and Market Street were only built in the 30s, but Culture Secretary Chris Smith has agreed that they should be included in the list of structures of special architectural and historic interest. Experts say some of the exterior details are especially worth saving. The new status means special permission will be needed before there can be any alterations to the buildings. Finally, pictures painted by Dame Catherine Cookson are on show to the public in Newcastle today. They're being sold by friends and beneficiaries of the best-selling.
Dame Catherine wrote hundreds of books which are known and loved by millions of people around the world. But her other works of art are less well known. The pictures she painted for her home in Jesmond were not meant to be masterpieces. At most, they're expected to raise a few £100 each. From today, they've gone on show at Newcastle auctioneers Anderson and Garland. The 23 pictures are being auctioned off. Some are ones which were owned by Dame Catherine, while others were given as presents to friends. Also being auctioned is artwork for the book jackets of her best-selling novels, The Whip and The Dwelling Place. The lots go under the hammer next Tuesday.
Well, that's all for now. We'll be back with